It was 7.5 minutes after midnight. The dog was laying on the grass. Its eyes were closed, but the dog was not asleep. The dog was dead. The dog was called Wellington. It belonged to Mrs. Shears. You! Get away from my dog! It was 12.5 minutes later, and a policeman arrived. Would you like to tell me what's going on here, young man? The dog. I think someone killed the dog. I got that. How old are you? I'm 15, 2 months and 2 days. And what precisely were you doing in the garden? Well, I was holding the dog. Gonna ask you this one time. Did you kill the dog? No, I did not kill the dog. No, I did not kill the dog. I didn't kill the dog. All right, kid, that's enough. I think it's time for you to come with me. When Mrs. Shears' dog dies under suspicious circumstances, Christopher takes it upon himself just to find out who killed Wellington. Christopher's persistence, knack for getting into trouble, and difficulty reading social clues alarms his father. Against his father's wishes, Christopher not only finds out who killed Wellington, but much more. In The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Simon Stevens. I'm sorry. It's okay, Christopher. But you have to promise to stay out of trouble, okay? Well, I'm gonna find out who killed Wellington. It's a dog, Christopher. Well, I think dogs are important too. Do you think dogs are important? Yes, Christopher, you could say that. Can we visit Mom now? Christopher, look, I'm sorry, but your mother's died of a heart attack. What kind of heart attack? I don't know what kind of heart attack, Christopher, but it's probably an aneurysm. Mom probably died of an aneurysm. The next day was sad, so I decided to go out on my own. I was doing detection. Hello? Do you know who killed Wellington? Who the hell is Wellington? Mrs. Shears' dog. Someone killed her dog with a fork. Jesus. Do you know who killed Wellington? Did you see anything suspicious on Thursday evening that may be a clue? No, I didn't. But I heard about it. Perhaps you should be talking to your father about this, Christopher. I can't. He said I should stay out of people's business. Do you know who killed Wellington? No, I don't. But I heard about it. Christopher, right? Would you like to come in for some tea? I don't go into other people's homes. Well, then I'll bring the tea out here. I began to get nervous. You see, she took longer than 6 minutes. So I walked away. Christopher! Just got a call from Mrs. Alexander. What were you doing? I was doing detective work. Just trying to figure out who killed Wellington. I think Mr. Shears killed Wellington. I will not have that name spoken in my house, Christopher. That man is evil. You are to stop your detective work right now. The next day, I ran into Mrs. Alexander on the sidewalk. I came back the other day, and you were gone. I was looking forward to our chat. I don't do chatting. Do you know why my father doesn't like Mr. Shears very much? Oh, Christopher, I think you know why your father doesn't like Mr. Shears very much. Did Mr. Shears kill Mother? Or did he hurt her so bad she had to go to the hospital? Okay, Christopher. Look, I'm going to tell you something, but you have to promise not to tell your father, okay? I promise. Okay, Christopher. Now, your mother was very good friends with Mr. Shears. I know. No, Christopher. They were very, very good friends. Do you mean that they were doing? Yes, Christopher. That is what I mean. I think I should go now. I shouldn't be talking to strangers like you. Christopher, I was just speaking to Mrs. Alexander. What the hell What's wrong with you? What did I tell you? You told me not to do detective work, not to go around digging in people's gardens. Except I haven't done any of those things. I was just asking Mrs. Alexander, and she told me that you knew exactly what you were doing. I didn't. It was Mrs. Alexander who... Shut up! Shut up! The next day, when I got home from school, I started detecting the house. I started by looking in the kitchen, bathroom, dining room, living room, which left only one place left to detect, Father's room. I began by looking under his bed. There, I found a large plastic box. And in that box, I found many envelopes, all of them addressed to me. And I only knew 3 people who wrote like that. One of them was Mother. Dear Christopher, I said I wanted to tell you why I left, except I was not a very good mother, Christopher. Your father, he's a very patient person, Christopher, but I'm not. I never meant to hurt you. I meant to say goodbye. Christopher, what are you? Christopher, please, just sit down and talk to me. Look, life is difficult, so I'm gonna be honest with you from now on, okay? I killed Wellington. What? When your mother left, Mrs. Shears, she was very good to me and thought we were good together. But I was wrong. We argued, Christopher. And you knew that damn dog, nice as pie 1 minute, sinking its teeth into your leg the next, and I know, Christopher. Just cannot it in. Let's leave this for tonight, we'll talk in the morning. I can't live with you anymore. You killed Wellington. Christopher, stop this. Where are you going? Ow! 451C. Chapter C Road. I'm moving in with Mother. Christopher, you can't. Just sit down and talk to me. Look, I know you don't trust me and I know you don't want to speak to me. But I got you something to really show you what I mean. He's 2 months old, Christopher. Does he have a name? No, Christopher. You can decide what to call him. Sandy. Sandy. We can call him Sandy.